It's 3C2A men's basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Ventura hosting Citrus, an 8-9 battle in the South. Join us for tip-off in about 20 minutes here from Ventura. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, John Taylor joining us here on the broadcast this evening. Go to our website, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, 3C2A men's basketball coming at you.
check. You checking my level? Coming up, it's the 2022 3C2A postseason tournament with Citrus College taking on Ventura College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. '22 will hopefully be remembered for being the year when so many of us are able to return to that which is normal and familiar. And Mike, when we get ready to discuss this matchup, Ventura and Citrus College here in the postseason, I've got news for you. They've never left normal and familiar. They're back in the postseason again after each team had a monster regular season. And this figures to be an explosive 8-9 matchup between two teams that, let's face it, you could make the argument that each one could have been seeded higher.
You're exactly right, Story. And Mike Cepeda, Jeff Storynoff with you here on tonight's coverage. We'll be joined by John Taylor later on. Jeff, this is a team in Citrus that we saw earlier in the year versus Antelope Valley. And that was not a pleasant experience for the Marauders, as Citrus came away big in that one. And really throughout the year, they have been fantastic. They are a relentless bunch. But you talk about, this is an 8-9 battle. Bit of a raw deal for both teams having such a strong regular season, but really in the top 10 in the South, absolutely loaded. It's really anybody's game. Fullerton, your top seed in the South, and if Ventura should win here tonight, the winner gets the winner of Ventura and Mount Sac.
Yeah, it's funny. The first two teams that really drew the short end here are arguably Ventura and Citrus as they draw each other. The next team that maybe got the short end is Fullerton. If they can take care of business tonight, they get one of these teams in the second round. That's a tough matchup. The numbers go on and on. Ventura, a record of 25-2 overall, 13 wins in a row, undefeated in conference play, outscoring their opponent. by a little over 15 points a game. Citrus themselves, 21-6. They were second in the Western State South behind West LA, who had a monster regular season. They also outscore their opponents by over 15 points a game. These two teams have been dominating opponents all season long. They're about to go at it. We'll step aside, rejoin you as we come close now to tip-off. It's the 2022 postseason on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we welcome you back to Ventura College. The Pirates and the Owls getting set to go in this 8-9 matchup. The 2022 postseason in the 3C2A is here. Jeff Stonehoff, Mike Cepeda, and John Taylor back with you from Ventura College. And we're pleased to be joined by Coach John Taylor from Antelope Valley College. And JT, this is a Citrus team that you know well. You got to see them a couple of times. Talk a little bit about what is the challenge here for the Pirates that lies ahead of them taking on this Owl squad.
Well, I think the big thing is Citrus's pressure, their press. It's one of the best that we saw all year. And I don't know if any team in Ventura's conference this year presses like Citrus. So that's going to be a challenge for them.
How good is that press? Opponents this season averaging 10 assists versus 20.9 turnovers per game against the Owl pressure. That's a number that the Pirates are going to have to improve upon tonight if they hope to move on. It's one and done as the postseason gets underway right now. The Owls in the road dark jerseys, and they will quickly go on the attack. McIntyre nearly gets in for the steal. Now the Owls will set up. Reed on the drive outside. Shot blocked by Garza. Turner tries to follow with the left hand and missed. Good defensive set for the Pirates on the first time down. Both these teams should look, Coach, to keep a pretty fast pace. They both score over 80 points a game on the season.
It should be a really exciting game with a lot of up-tempo. But sometimes, as you know, in the playoffs, things tend to slow down.
Garza working down low against Johnston, and the foul call. That'll be the first on Johnston. Starting lineups, Anthony and Adrian McIntyre in the backcourt for the Pirates. Tobin along with DeWuji and Garza up front. We'll set the Owl lineup for you momentarily. Again, trying to establish Garza down low, in and out on the turnaround. Still scoreless first minute. Owls and Pirates here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Again, Turner trying to drive on Garza, and that time able to finish with the left hand. And through the hands, first turnover, and there wasn't a whole lot of pressure there, but maybe it speaks to the relentlessness as the Owls will look to challenge you full court.
What's interesting is Citrus will change their presses up. That was a zone press, but sometimes they'll be in a man press as well, so you have to be able to read that.
Chris Childs. Kick it back outside. Long rebound, Turner. Another chance for the Owls. Reed and Davis, Cedric Reed, Dylan Davis, along with Jaden Johnston, Chris Childs, and Leonard Turner. Standard starting five for the Owls, who have had to make some changes as the season has gone on, but this has been the starting five for head coach Brett Lauer for the better part of the last couple of months. Meanwhile, a missed shot. The Pirates still scoreless early. The Owls have the 2-0 lead. Adrian McIntyre at the controls. Down low outside, DeWuji will try for three, around and out. Turner has that one knocked out of bounds by Tobin, and it'll go back to Citrus. Aaron DeWuji has started to step into a slightly larger role in the last 3 games. He's gone for double figures in 2 of them. That's the first 2 times this season that DeWuji has scored 10 or more in a game. So DeWuji starting to feel more comfortable in the offense. Turner from out front off the back iron. Long rebound to Anthony McIntyre. Cold shooting early. And an early 2-0 lead for Citrus. McIntyre, a little hesitation, now has Turner in the switch. Double pump, high off the glass. Adrian McIntyre finishing at the rim. Let's take a look at the replay. That was pretty good defense from Leonard Turner. Good job not to foul, and Turner just a little bit better. Meanwhile, a jump ball called. Garza and Turner battling. Pirates over the line. Garza into the lane. Half hook won't go. McIntyre's followed. Adrian McIntyre with the first 4 for the Pirates. And Coach, looking at the Pirates here, they look to be going right after that press. They get the advantage and they press it.
You have to. You can't be soft against the press. You need to attack it.
Meanwhile, a good finish from Dylan Davis as he hangs and scores, back to a 4-all tie. Tobin over the line, foul, going to go on Johnston, and if that's on Johnston, that should be his second, and it is. Well, one problem that Brett Lauer doesn't have is a short bench. This is a team that goes about a good 11 or 12 deep.
Definitely, and I think both teams actually do have a lot of depth.
Turner trying to draw the charge, and he does. We'll take a look at this one from floor level, and Turner gets the benefit of the call. Charging call on McIntyre. That's his first foul. Both these teams boast strong benches. But if you're the Pirates, it's hard to imagine that you can afford to lose either McIntyre for a significant time. Childs, meanwhile, able to drive and score, and the Owls go back out in front 6-4. Boy, McIntyre nearly picked up another offensive foul, and that pass way too high for Garza. Another turnover for the Pirates.
That's what Citrus's press does to you. It makes you play faster. Even though Ventura is a fast team, now you have to make some decisions quickly. And right now, I think Ventura has 2 or 3 turnovers.
You watch Childs going right after McIntyre, and I think that's good recognition as well with McIntyre with that early foul, and Childs wastes no time challenging him in the lane, and McIntyre really had to back off. Backdoor cut, and the Owls go up 4. That was Chris Harper. He was the leading scorer against AVC in the last game for the Owls. Gets the first 2, 15:49 remaining here in the first half. Watch Harper work off the ball and beat Shelton Tobin. This is Tobin. Passes on the Garza screen. The runner no good. Tobin gets his own rebound, forces one up in a crowd, and he's fouled. Shelton Tobin going to head to the line. Turner with the foul, that's his first. And Shelton Tobin will head to the line. Tobin, a sophomore, Rio Mesa High School, right here in Ventura. Misses on the first free throw. Ventura's last game, a win at Allen Hancock, and they were 14 of 25 from the line. That's 56%. They're a team that shoots a little bit over 70% on the season. And free throws, of course, become so critical in a one-and-done scenario as we enter the postseason. And Tobin hits 1 out of 2. Can't afford to leave points on the table.
No.
Reed will try the long 3 and hit. Cedric Reed with the triple. And the Owls step out to a 6-point lead. It's their largest. McIntyre out of the trap. McIntyre, Adrian will try for 3, too strong. Reed has the rebound. Good start for the Owls on the road. Reed back outside. Childs on the drive. Missed in close, and Anthony McIntyre has the board. Tobin, it's a 3-on-2. Dewuji will try for 3 and hit. Adrian Dewuji knocking down the 3. Talked about Dewuji stepping up to a larger offensive role. Might have gotten away with one. It's Dykstra who's checked in on the drive.
Absolutely right. He did travel.
Oh, Mike can make that call.
Yeah.
I know. He's got the strong radar. So after the foul on the Pirates, the Owls will bring it in baseline left. Loose ball picked up by Adrian McIntyre. Tries to hook the pass back. He was looking for Michael Nuloe, but the Owls do a great job getting back on defense. Uja Dugele has checked in as well. The Owls change so quickly. 3 ball is short, offensive rebound, and laid up and in by Harper. And the Owls have a 13-8 lead. Timeout on the floor, 14:02 remaining in the first half. It's the 3C2A playoffs here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Five-point lead for Citrus, and Coach, early timeout for the Pirates. And what adjustment do you expect to see here for the Pirates, as the Owls have gotten off to a pretty solid start?
Well, this press is definitely causing them problems. Also, I noticed Ventura has been trying to get the ball inside a lot more than they usually do, which I find interesting since they shoot the 3 ball pretty well.
Indeed, and this time the McIntyre brothers hook up as Anthony finds Adrian. We'll bring you back live, 13-10. Contact on the baseline. Dewuji going to pick up the foul. That was Abigo Ujadugele. The Owls' depth already telling, as they have had 10 players already appear with 13:30 remaining in the first half. Another 3 ball is good. Chris Harper with a quick 7 off the bench. And again, Harper, one of 5 players in double figures in the victory over ABC. He led the way with 17. And Coach,
did you say over AVC? Is that what we're talking about?
Indeed, I had to be a journalist.
Well, I appreciate that. But, yeah, definitely Citrus is deep. They play guys usually under 20 minutes a game, so they're fresh from start to finish.
And it's hard to prepare. It's so many different guys can step up. It was 5 different players that went for double figures. And before that, in a victory over College of the Canyons, it was Anthony Teo who led the way with 24 points. So it's a different guy.
Yes.
It would seem, and that's got to be a nightmare to prepare for.
Yes, great points. In fact, our first loss against them, we took away the 3 ball, and they went 2 for 16, but they got 50 points inside. The second time, we took away the 3. We took away the inside play, and they hit 15 threes. So what do you do?
Meanwhile, Adrian McIntyre has 8 early to pace the Pirates, but it's still a 4-point lead for the Owls, and a foul called. It's going to be on Tobin. That's his first. It's the 4th on the Pirates as a team. Meanwhile, a definite crowd reaction to the last call, which went against the Pirates with Tobin picking up the foul. Lance Rodriguez, meanwhile, has checked in for the Owls, along with Francis Dogani. Back outside, this is Dogani. Teardrop, too strong. Nuloe has the rebound. Pirates back the other way, looking to cut into the 4-point deficit. McIntyre, Nuloe tried the jump stop and lost the handle. Going to stay with the Pirates. This is off of Citrus. Watch the replay here, and might have been Rodriguez. Got a piece coming in to give help. Yeah, break for the Pirates. Jelani Bell, who has been tremendous off the bench for the Pirates throughout the conference schedule, checks in. This is McIntyre. Looking for a Garza screen. Splits the double. That one looked like it was off the basket support and off to Turner. Bad break for the Pirates as they turn it over. Rodriguez starts a drive. 17 on the shot clock. Harper will try for three, rimming no. It's not just the full court pressure. It's the half court pressure. They continue it as you see them challenge 30, 35 feet out.
Absolutely. And it's making Ventura play a little faster than they even want to play.
Harper splits the double team on the drive, hangs and scores. Well, we talked about Adrian McIntyre with the 8 points early, but Chris Harper has been impressive. 9 points off the bench, and the Owls back to a 6-point lead. Step back three for McIntyre, no good. Rodriguez into the front court. Turner kicks it back outside. Turner one-on-one on Garza. Left-handed layup won't go. Tobin snaps down the board. Pirates can get a 5-on-4 if they hurry. Bell off to Garza. Tobin traveled.
Those are the type of turnovers that Ventura cannot have. They didn't use any shot clock. It's off the first pass, turning the ball over. That's going to lead to Citrus points.
Tobin passed on what would have been an open three. Elected to go for the drive, but shuffled his feet. So the Pirates don't even get the shot out of the possession. And Rodriguez over the timeline. Checked by Bell. Reed dropping it down low. Turner working in the low post. Gets his own rebound, forces it back up. That's no good. McIntyre has the rebound. He's fouled. Dylan Davis with the reach in. Oh, did they call it before the shot even? Yeah, that was a great look right there at a pretty clear foul by Turner, who ironically is upset himself, but that's a great look at him hooking with that arm. Pirates have it back. Bell fakes on the three, tries to hook the pass to Garza, who's got it, and goes up with the reverse. That's a great job by Garza to finish at the rim.
That's the one advantage Ventura might have is inside because they have some length. And Citrus is pretty small when you consider Turner's playing the post for them. They're pretty undersized.
Reed kicks it outside. Three from Davis off the back iron. Rebound batted around. The Owls try to keep it alive, but it's saved to Garza. 3-on-3. McIntyre into the lane. Scoop off the glass. McIntyre with the finish. Pirates back within 2. Gonna take you back and go to the replay, and McIntyre able to just put the fake on Rodriguez and then get the finish. Rodriguez wide open. The lane opens up for Rodriguez, who's able to lay it up and in. Owls back up 4. Looking for Tobin. They keep it alive, but it's saved to Reed. Reed back the other way. Garza with the block. Turner on the offensive glass. He's fouled. And Coach, I think you have to expect some turnovers if you play the Citrus team, but so far as I watch, these are somewhat uncharacteristic errors for the Pirates and some turnovers that are happening without a ton of pressure on them.
Exactly. Again, because of the pressure in full court and half court, Ventura's making bad decisions, and they shouldn't have. Several of their turnovers were basically unforced.
Yeah, the relentlessness of it means that it reaps rewards, it would seem, even when you're not directly pressuring.
Correct. And again, because Citrus is so deep, they can do it the whole game, which most teams cannot.
Second free throw, no good, but another offensive rebound and a three-point opportunity. Nuloe picks up the foul as Indigo Coleman checks into the game and immediately goes to work. A chance for a 4-point trip if Coleman can convert at the line. Short, and the rebound tapped around, and Nuloe able to secure. So the Owls get 3 the hard way, and they push the lead back to 7.
Citrus is a very good rebounding team despite their size.
Tobin drives the lane, might have gotten away with a travel, but he's able to lay it in. Shelton Tobin.
He could have walked back to Lancaster.
Tobin along with Jelani Bell, the way that they have stepped up as another answer for the Owls. Davis. Meanwhile, the Pirates turn it over, and a charge as they get it back. That was another bad turnover in the backcourt as Nuloe and Tobin weren't on the same page. And the Pirates get away with it as McIntyre is able to draw the charge.
What's interesting is Ventura's post players are the ones that are turning it over. And so if you look now at their lineup, Ventura's gone a little bit smaller. That may help them against the pressure.
Indeed, as McLeod checks into the game, Garza checks out. Pirates will keep it. Just to stay with Tobin, we talked about Bell really picking up the offensive production in the conference schedule. Tobin did it as well. And that's been key for the Pirates as they have stepped up alongside the McIntyre brothers. And the Pirates,
those two brothers are very good, very good players.
Absolutely. Had a huge year, going 25-2, winners of 13 straight. Pirates a perfect 5-0 on the season against the other teams in the postseason.
I was a little surprised that they actually got the A seed. This is a tough first-round game for them.
Yeah, both these teams have to be a little bit bewildered after each one the season that they've had. But it speaks as Turner is able to drive and score back to a 7-point lead for the Owls. But it speaks to just how deep and competitive this season has been.
Yeah, the South was really strong this year from top to bottom.
Tobin on the drive, fouled by Davis. Down to 6:40 to go in the first half. Well, they're going to get Turner.
Oh.
Turner with his second.
Coach, would you say the North is more top-heavy this year versus a little bit more stacked throughout in the South?
Yes, I definitely would say that. The South from top to bottom, very good basketball teams.
Corner three for McIntyre, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ujadugele. McIntyre anticipating, able to save it. Bell gets it back to McIntyre, drives the baseline, hangs in the air, and one! Adrian McIntyre going to head to the line looking for a three-point play.
Here's a steal.
That's just great anticipation by McIntyre.
It was a good decision not to settle for the three and go right at them.
We'll see it again here.
Again, taking you back to the steal by McIntyre. Meanwhile, McIntyre did miss the free throw, so it's still 27-22 as we bring you back live. Harper nearly lost the handle. Turnaround shot, rimming, no good. Another offensive rebound. The follow won't go. Another offensive rebound, and the Owls relentless on the boards. Back to a 7-point lead at 29-22.
Well, Pirates go smaller. Well, we pay the price.
Yes, exactly right.
Get you back to the pick your poison nature of this Citrus team. Tobin fakes, now starts a drive. DeWuji passes on the three. The runner, offensive foul.
It's a great job of beating him to the spot.
Pirates now with 10 turnovers to just 4 for Citrus. They're looking for good news for the Pirates. They've shot the ball well, 10 of 19 from the field, over 50%.
Yeah, it is just the turnovers right now. That's the difference in the ball game, along with Citrus's offensive rebounding.
Yeah, the rebounds are just 15 to 14, but the offensive rebounds for Citrus at 7. And that is an important stat. Harper on the drive, hangs in the air, shot blocked. Rebound kicked out to McIntyre. McIntyre in on Reed. Little move to his right, and he missed the layup. Tapped out
great
to Reed.
Move.
Boy, he got all the way to the rim and then just missed point blank. Reed's 3, around and out. Another offensive rebound as Harper with the putback.
They are just relentless on the offensive boards.
The Owl lead is 9, which is their largest. Tobin drives the lane, scoop, no. Rebound to Reed. Tell you, Reed's got a small stature, but the way he goes after the rebounds offensively and defensively and then goes coast to coast, the Owl lead is now 11 and a timeout on the floor.
He's a phenomenal player, very underrated in my mind.
Gonna watch this one here and
1, 2,
yeah,
3. That would be 3 steps.
Yeah, that is an awful lot of territory he covered.
Well,
and I think we know why now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a travel in Europe or the NBA. So why should it be a travel here?
Meanwhile, the Pirates find themselves down 11, 33-22. Adrian McIntyre has 12 in the game for the Pirates, but the Pirates have had a hard time finding anyone else who can really do much against this Owl defense so far.
Well, what's interesting, you see Ventura taking some shots that normally they don't, like number 11 for Ventura, going all the way to the basket, Tobin, and that's not really his style of game, to bring it all the way down and up. He just turned the ball over right now. They're doing things that they normally don't do.
Yeah, tried to split the double team, but the Owls able to force the turnover. They'll kick it back out. They'll work it around to Harper. Step back 3 for Harper. Bang! Owls feeling it now. They push the lead to 14. Meanwhile, the Pirates back on the other side. Let's see if we can bring this back and show it to you. Again, working against the pressure. Adrian McIntyre triple teamed and overshoots DeWuji. 12 turnovers now for the Pirates here in the first half with a little under 4 minutes to go. And the Owls threatening to break this one open. Harper driving on Tobin, back to his left, and he traveled. Pirates get the 8th seed overall, and you wonder if part of it was a reflection of the conference where they played. They are the only team from the Western State North that is involved in the postseason.
That's a very good point. Again, they in conference, they just didn't play some of the teams or the stronger teams in the South, and that definitely hurts you.
Yeah, we mentioned they were 5-0 against other teams in the tournament, but none of those games have taken place since December 5th. Now take the Owls, on the other hand, they're 6-5 against teams in the tournament field, but that's also 11 games against that tournament competition.
Correct. And even our conference, which is the WSC South, had great teams from top to bottom. Bakersfield had a winning record. Canyons had a winning record. I'm surprised they didn't get in.
Yeah, Bakersfield for much of the season among the leaders in conference. Did not make the field. Meanwhile, the Pirates finally break the run as Tobin able to hit the shot in the lane. 39-26. Moments ago, you saw Francis Dogani bury a 3. And the Owls can come at you from all directions. it would seem.
And you don't want to get behind to them because of their style.
They lob looking for Tobin, who puts it on the floor. Uja Dugale gets down. 50-50 ball, and it'll be a jump ball as McIntyre ties him up. .30-second timeout, 2:09 to go, and it's a precarious situation right now, Coach, for the Pirates. As you alluded to moments ago, this is an Owl team that can break a game open in a hurry with this style.
Absolutely, and I think Ventura right now needs to make a run to at least close it within 10 if they can, just so they have a chance for the second half. But right now it's all Citrus, and this is pretty much how Citrus has played the entire season.
Coach, here in this first half, I really get the feeling that Garza is going to be a key component in the success of the Pirates in this game moving forward. He's got 2 fouls. Do you maybe think about taking him out right now to preserve that foul trouble for the second half, or do you roll the dice?
You know, it's tough when you're one and done. I mean, he does you no good sitting on the bench, but as you say, with the 2 fouls, I think you have to kind of play the spread.
And Garza, the 3rd leading scorer for the Pirates, but perhaps more importantly in this matchup is the influence that he'll have on the boards. The Pirates forced the turnover. McIntyre into the lane, goes 1-on-2, hangs in the air, shot no good. Rebound to Garza and a jump ball as he's tied up. The possession arrow, it'll stay with Ventura. No, it's going back to Citrus. So 1:53 to go and the Owls have it back.
They got the timeout last time.
If you notice on every shot Ventura takes, there is somebody there. Yeah. And I think that's one of the keys to Citrus is when we talk about their pressure full and half court, they are there at all times. Yeah.
Rodriguez will bring it up against Bell. Spin into the lane, kicks it out to Dykstra, short corner, in and out. Rebound fought for McIntyre, battling against Davis.
Well, that's an interesting call. I thought that foul was going to be on McIntyre.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay. Yeah, Davis initially has position. But he picks up his 3rd foul.
Coach, I think it's a correct call because I think they're saying that Citrus engages McIntyre while he's already in the air. Really wasn't much of a box out. I think he was boxing out after McIntyre already made contact with the ball.
I agree after seeing the replay on that. That's a good call.
McIntyre's free throw, no good, and Adrian McIntyre, who is ordinarily an outstanding foul shooter, is now 0 of 2 at the line. Dykstra in from the right with the reverse.
That's a Euro move right there.
Citrus with a 15-point lead. This is their largest.
You know how hard it was for me to say that was a good call?
Hey, he's just not wired to do that.
Hey, you know what? I don't praise refs very often, so you know.
Tobin, meanwhile, fouled on the turnaround. Dykstra will pick up the foul, and Tobin going to head to the line with both teams in the penalty.
It's an opportunity here for Ventura to get some points on the board with the clock not winding down. You have to hit your free throws. Margin of error going into the half, very slim right now for the Pirates.
Correct. They need as many points as they can to shorten up this lead. Obviously, Citrus is going to have the lead, but maybe if Ventura can cut it to 10 or less.
Yeah, you get single digits here.
Yes.
You know, Citrus wants to play fast. A couple missed shots, a couple threes on the other end. Talking about a whole other ball game going in at the half.
Correct.
The Pirates as a team 1 of 4 from the line in the first half.
What's interesting, and I always like to look at this when I'm playing opponents, West LA beat Citrus in both games by 2 or 3.
Yep.
And the score was very low. So you don't want to play fast against Citrus. Yeah. You want to get the ball inside, get some easier shots, and attack them.
I think that's why Tobin and Garza are going to be such a key figures in the second half.
Exactly right. They do not have a matchup for Garza, in my opinion.
Step back three again off the glass. Out to Donovan Williams, who has come on for the Pirates. Under a minute to go in the first half. They try to feed Garza, and the steal by Harper. And what a first half for Chris Harper, who's got 14 to go along with 4 rebounds. But how about the anticipation in the steal here?
Great steal. Great steal. He really read that well. And again, Ventura trying to do things that they normally don't do. That's not really a good angle for an entry pass in there.
Tobin and Garza both with 2 now after the foul by Tobin. That's also the worst when you're a coach. You have a player commit the penalty or commit the turnover and then pick up the foul.
I've had it work both ways. The player swears up and down they won't get another one. 5 seconds later, foul. So you try to trust, and sometimes you have to. And it has worked out before, but it's also worked out the other way. So it is a gamble.
We had a conversation with Coach Ramirez before the games that Tobin was going to be a big factor here tonight, and they were going to need him to be a factor, and he's had a struggle here in the first half.
He gives them some strength inside, and he rebounds well, and so, yeah, that hurts that he's not playing well right now.
He's such a key part of what they do defensively, can guard 1 through 5.
Yes.
Yeah, Tobin averaging 14 points a game over his last 11 games. So he has stepped up and been a huge part of this Pirate run. Garza spins back baseline, shot off the glass, no good, and Dykstra has the rebound.
Good physicality down low.
Yeah, that's, again, Citrus challenging. Even though it's a smaller guy, they challenge the shot.
Yep.
About a second difference, shot clock and game clock. The Owls with a 15-point lead and the ball. Can play for the final shot for all intents and purposes. Rodriguez pounds the dribble, now starts a drive on McIntyre. Working down low, fakes, drop step, missed the layup. Halftime from Ventura, and the Owls on top of the Pirates, 43-28 in this 8-9 matchup. There is technically 1.5 seconds remaining. The Pirates will bring it in, perhaps a final heave.
A foul or a 3 would be okay for Ventura right now.
It's Tobin who will look to bring it in. McIntyre from 3-quarter court. Won't go. Now it's halftime from Ventura and the Owls in the 8-9 matchup with a 15-point lead over the Pirates here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Halftime from Ventura. And Citrus College, the 9 seed, leading the 8 seed Ventura College Pirates 43-28. Jeff Stoynoff, Mike Cepeda, head coach John Taylor, Antelope Valley College, joining you on the broadcast. And John, I'll start with you. And for the Pirates, down 15 here at the first half, and you allow 8 offensive rebounds to the Owls. You turn it over 15 times. Is there some hope here in that you can hardly have a tougher next 20 minutes than you've just had here in the first 20 minutes?
Well, they have no chance if that happens again. Ventura's got to take care of the ball. They've got to rebound. And they actually, and it might sound ironic, but they actually need to slow the ball down a little bit and really attack Citrus and go at them with Garza. And the McIntyre brothers should be going to the basket more, and I think they would get something out of that. Slower. They're just trying to play so fast, and Citrus, again, that's their style. That's their MO.
Adrian McIntyre leading the way for Ventura with 12 points. Shelton Tobin with 7. Meanwhile, for the Owls, Chris Harper with 16 points off the bench. 6 for Chris Childs, Cedric Reed, Leonard Turner, each with 5 for Citrus. But it was a lot of Chris Harper, and we talked about how the Pirates and the problems they can present for Citrus, but it didn't look like the Pirates had a lot of answers for Chris Harper.
No, and Chris is an excellent athlete. Trust me, he had about 4 or 5 dunks on us that would make ESPN highlights. And he's shooting the ball well, driving the ball well, rebounding well. And Ventura starts off with a turnover.
Immediately picking up where they left off. Unfortunately for Pirate fans, Reed open for 3 and buries it. That is exactly the start that you don't want if you're the Pirates, as the Owls go up 18, 46-28. Another near steal. Garza at the foul line. Driving on Turner. Shot off the glass, won't go. Tapped out of bounds.
See again there, that was contested. It looked like Garza had an easy shot, and he was contested all the way through the shot.
Yeah, we have been effusive with the praise of the full court pressure, but Coach, I think we'd agree the half court defense has been outstanding for Citrus here in the first half plus.
Absolutely.
How about setting a screen with a purpose here?
McIntyre pressured out front by Childs. Now starts a drive. Shot clock down to 7. Garza, hard drive, lays it up and in.
Coach, it's like they were hearing me. McIntyre sets a screen on the handoff. Garza goes to the rack.
Absolutely, and again, that's going to the basket. That's what's going to work against Citrus.
Garza now with 6. Reed off a Turner screen. Shot too strong. Another offensive rebound. Reed going to drive the lane. Fans it out. Johnston on the drive tried to find Reed, but DeWucci has the steal, and McIntyre turns it over, and the turnovers just continue to pile up for Ventura.
Again, Citrus making you play fast.
Yeah, that was Dylan Davis who's out there with 3 fouls. Able to anticipate. McIntyre with the travel. Owls with the 16-point lead and the ball. Reed, Davis, Johnston, Turner, and Childs on the floor. So same starting 5 to start the second half. Turner backing down on Garza. Garza with the block. It's pinballed around and ends up with Garza.
It's great discipline.
Anthony McIntyre, who's had a quiet game so far for the Pirates. Driving on Davis. Euro step, lays it in.
Looks like they went right at him again.
Coach, I mean, I think you've diagnosed it. You know, let's get downhill and go.
Back line, 14-point lead. Double team comes. Garza with another block. Tobin into the front court with no numbers. Wisely pulls it up. McIntyre will try for 3, missed everything.
A lot of room in front, Coach, and
Yeah, I'm surprised. They just got 2 layups, and now we're trying a 3 on a fast break or some transition. Again, I think you got to go at Citrus and hope that that's going to do it for you.
Yeah, McIntyre shoots 39%, but didn't have his feet under him.
This is too
But
easy. In rhythm.
Jaden Johnston did have his feet under him as he steps back and hits the 3.
And the guards have got to step up.
Every time the Pirates start to have an opportunity, the Owls have an answer. Garza with the 2-hand jam.
That's a nice response.
Back to 15 points as we'll give you a look at the replay. Cordell Gordon on the floor for the Pirates. He didn't play in the first half. Back live in the Pirates, making it 4 straight. Let's watch the replay coming at you. McIntyre in the open floor with the lob, and Gordon. How about the throwdown from Cordell Gordon? 13-point game. Owls looking for an answer. Turner lost it out of bounds. This is as much of a Pirate run as we've seen. 4 straight on a couple of dunks. Well, there's something a little ESPN worthy.
Sending that off to the help desk tonight.
Pirates within 13. Able to beat the pressure. Tobin into the lane, drops it down low. Gordon dribbled it off his foot.
That was a great look. That's a hands drill, coach, right there. Going on the baseline, sidestep, 2 hands ready.
Absolutely.
Gordon just couldn't bring it in.
Shelton Tobin, who averages a little bit under 3 assists a game. He is a great facilitator. Found Gordon, but Gordon unable to gather himself. Turner in the low post with the fake. Double team from Garza. Turnaround shot off the glass. No good. Rebound to Garza. Pirates want to run. Tobin into the front court. Off to Dewuji in the corner. Gordon for 3. No good.
I don't know if that's his shot.
Thinking about the Gordon 3. He shoots 22% from 3-point range. Takes less than 1 3 a game. So typically, I think, Michael, you're right. Not his shot.
Yeah. Which means he's done for the evening shooting 3s. He took his 1.
Dewuji, meanwhile, with the kick ball.
Unless it's a heave at the shot clock.
Correct.
There's always a way. Chris Childs at the controls. Reed. Dewuji with the closeout.
That's great feet.
Tried to go high off the glass, missed everything, and McIntyre has the rebound.
Got to push here.
Dewuji into the front court. Tobin does not want to take that 3. Garza starts to drive on Dykstra. Now they'll fire for 3. No good. McIntyre with the offensive rebound. The spinning layup off the glass. Pirates with a 6-0 run. They're within 11. Brett Lauer wants a timeout. Pirates back within 11. You are watching the 3C2A playoffs here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. 15:02 and counting remaining in the game. The Pirates back within 11. The Owls come out of the timeout. On the drive, Harper, should say that was Coleman, missed everything, and the Pirates now looking to cut the deficit to single digits. McIntyre with the crossover on the drive. He's hammered. He'll head to the line.
Somebody just got put on skates.
Yep.
Watch the work here against Amiho Ujadugele. And there's the crossover.
I think what will help Ventura, and it's starting to right now, is it's more of a half-court game.
Yeah.
That's how you have to play Citrus. If you play them in a full-court game, I think you're asking for lots of problems.
Well, Coach, Ventura really turning the tables on Citrus right now. You were talking about how Citrus challenging everything. There's a shot in everybody's face. Now Ventura getting after it defensively. They are swarming to the ball. You're getting a double, maybe even triple team. We saw it that last time down. They're just more active. They want it more here in the second half.
Absolutely.
And guys, one other thing that definitely should be mentioned at this point, and that is, unless I miss something, we have not seen Adrian McIntyre on the floor in the second half for the Pirates.
No, he was early, remember, and then he turned the ball over.
Okay.
And then he came out.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He hasn't gotten back in.
First minute or two,
Yeah, it was Gordon
okay.
that came on.
Yeah, because he's got 2 fouls at this point. No, he's only got 1 foul. But he was the leading scorer in the first half, and the Pirates are making their way back into the game without McIntyre on the floor. But you have to imagine if they want to come all the way back here,
Yeah, I believe
they're
there's
going to need Adrian McIntyre.
a
Yeah,
situation of
he'll be back in.
blood on a uniform.
All right, we'll keep an eye as you get a look at Anthony McIntyre. We did have a game earlier where a couple of players did switch jerseys in a similar situation, so I will watch intently.
Coach's rule, I always have 2 uniforms in a backpack ready to go in case of that.
Straight out of the John Wooden school of failure to plan is planning to fail.
I wonder if we see here, does he
Correct.
get hit in the face? Right there, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot of contact as Dykstra on the challenge, and I can't really tell from that angle. Or were you looking at Garza possibly?
I think this delay actually helps Ventura some because it slows the game down. It is literally at a dead stop now.
Well, Anthony McIntyre, again, very, very slow first half. Didn't see a lot of him. He's now up to 6 points to go along with 8 rebounds. But much like his brother, the Owls seem to have a hard time keeping either McIntyre brother from the front of the rim.
Yes, they're both really good offensive players, really good.
First free throw is up and good, and the Pirates have a chance to get it back to single digits, and that would be the first time since, boy, oh boy, sometime probably midway through that first half.
Coach, if I'm Joey Ramirez, I'm not even thinking about changing my lineup right now. This seems to be a lineup that's working defensively and offensively.
Absolutely.
Ujadugele. It's off to Rodriguez, who's checked in. Dykstra faces up on Tobin. The fadeaway, no good. McIntyre with another board. He's got 9. Anthony McIntyre, the leading rebounder for the Pirates on the season. Feeds it to Garza. Give and go back to McIntyre, who lays it up and in.
Very nice give and go.
9-0 run for the Pirates. They're back within 8. Owls need an answer. Dykstra feeding it down low. Turnaround shot is good.
That is a tough shot, my goodness.
When they need an answer, they go to Chris Harper, the man who's had the answers tonight. He's got 18. Back to a 10-point lead. Tobin picked up by Dykstra in the switch. He'll try for 3, long rebound out to Garza. Another chance for the Pirates. Looking for Gordon, who has it off the ricochet and lays it in. Cordell Gordon has given the Pirates a lift off the bench here in the second half. Rodriguez fans it out. Dykstra will try for 3 and hit.
Wow.
That's a big time answer. After the Pirates were on a 9-0 run, the Owls get a hoop from Harper, a 3 from Dykstra. It's an 11-point lead. Tobin guarded by Ujadugele. Garza
To hold.
trying to establish down low, and Dykstra going to pick up the foul. That's just the second foul on the Owls as a team here in the second half. The Pirates don't have any fouls.
It's a pretty easy call.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
that is such a dangerous pass as the Pirates against this Owl team to try and play a pass into space with a team that goes after the ball like Citrus does. It works out for them there as they get the foul call. Another timeout taken with 12:44 remaining, and the Owls on top by 11. Pirates have the ball. They'll bring it in baseline left. Quickly into Garza. Layup good. McIntyre finding Garza on the inbound play.
Nice inbounds play and a great call by Coach Ramirez on that.
Rodriguez around a Dykstra screen. Garza has him in a switch. Johnston hands off to Leonard Turner. They clear out for Turner. Trying to go behind the back, and Tobin going to pick up the foul. That'll be the first on the Pirates,
Is this,
third on Tobin.
is this really a foul? I see a foul here, and it's an offensive foul. What's that? Are you going to call that? Offensive player exposes the ball?
Rodriguez will bring it in, baseline right. Still trying now, finds Johnston.
Adrian McIntyre just checked in, as we discussed earlier.
Dykstra working on Garza, goes to the left hand. Back to an 11-point lead for Citrus. McIntyre working against Jaden Johnston. A little hesitation. Garza outside, he'll try for 3, barely grazed the iron. And the rebound off to Johnston. Turner for 3, it's good.
That's a 6-point switch.
What happens when you take a bad shot? It's almost like a turnover. And that's exactly what happened there.
Leonard Turner shoots 29% from three-point range, but looked comfortable on that one. And a 14-point lead. McIntyre drives to the glass and converts. Pirates back within 12. The Owls quickly back the other way. Rodriguez hangs McIntyre with the rejection. Dykstra able to save for Citrus. Up top, Dogani for 3, long rebound. The Owls with another chance. Pirates looking for a stop. They're back within 12. McIntyre with a near steal. Johnston on the drive. The floater won't go. Dykstra with another offensive rebound. Tries the reverse. Might have been blocked by Garza. The Pirates finally have it. McIntyre trying to split the double team. He's fouled. So they'll help McIntyre up. Some kind of performance from McIntyre on our last broadcast here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. It was the conference clincher against Allen Hancock, and he went for 38 in the victory as the Pirates took home the Western State North.
We're going to miss you guys.
Yeah, I believe this is our last basketball broadcast of the season, if memory serves.
As it stands. Well, that's not entirely true. I suspect that we would be back if Mount Sac can pull the upset at Fullerton and the Pirates were to win here. Might be back on the VC Sports Network.
That's fair.
Pirates have it inbound. Gordon drives the lane. Shot off the glass won't go, but a foul called. And Cordell Gordon going to head to the line. For Cordell, who did not play in the first half, he's come on with 4 points. He'll head to the line for a couple of free throws here in the second half.
Ventura's doing a much better job getting to the basket.
Also, 15 turnovers in the first half. They have just 3 so far in the second half, and those 3 happened early in the second half. So the Pirates also doing a much better job taking care of the basketball here over the last several minutes.
Yes, absolutely.
They will score update, and indeed, Mount San Antonio College with 14:50 remaining in the second half have a 3-point lead at Fullerton, a 1-16 matchup. 59-48. The Owls with an 11-point lead. Childs stops and pops and gets the bounce. 61-48. Garza in transition, and he walked.
Again, trying to play too fast and giving it to a post player on the run makes it very difficult.
Yeah, Childs able to disrupt Garza, who shuffles his feet. Midway through the second half, the Owls maintain the 13-point lead. Childs around a Turner screen. Now Turner down low, working on Anthony McIntyre, who fouls him. Leonard Turner heading to the line, and on a team that has had so many different players contribute game by game throughout the season, Leonard Turner statistically would seem to stand up as the most consistent offensive performer for this Owl team, averaging 14.5 for the season. He's up right at 17 points a game in the conference season.
He's definitely a tough matchup because he is undersized, but he's so strong that if you put a guard on him, he takes him inside. If you put a post on him, he takes him outside and can go by him as well.
Yeah, just saw him hit a 3 moments ago, and then he turns around and he's able to create problems for Anthony McIntyre in the low post, who ultimately ends up fouling him. Hits 1 out of 2 at the line. 14-point lead. Garza working against the press. Finds Adrian McIntyre. McIntyre lost the handle. The ball's on the floor. Squirts out to Tobin. The Pirates will keep it. Turner with the overplay, and he fouls Garza. That'll be the 15th foul. It's the 3rd on Leonard Turner. The Pirates starting to run a little low on time. 9:38, it's still a lot of time, but still down 14, and they are having a hard time getting a sustained run against this Citrus team.
They almost turned the ball over there. They were fortunate that they didn't.
Meanwhile, they'll clean up on aisle 4 here on the floor. Get ourselves ready to go. Anthony McIntyre will bring it in. Garza. Double team coming, kicks it back outside, and a foul called. Indigo Coleman with the foul for Citrus. 6-team foul. So the Pirates will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
That's big. They might be needed down the stretch here.
Particularly as they continue to attack the basket. Garza tries to drop it for Tobin, and a foul again on Coleman, and this time Tobin will head to the line. And the Pirates again court trouble as Tobin lost it out of bounds, but Coleman fouled him just before.
Ventura's in the bonus now, and Ventura only has 2 fouls himself, so they can be a little gamblish, see if they need to be.
Another reason why he go downhill the rest of the way. A lot more incentive when you're going downhill and you're already in the bonus. Almost 10 minutes to go in the second half.
Yep. Shelton Tobin readies the second free throw and hits. 2 out of 2 at the line. Pirates back within 12, but they need some stops.
Travel.
And that is the call on the drive.
Good call
by Childs. Pirates force a turnover. Citrus with just 9 turnovers in the game, and they force the turnovers. Reed will lay it in.
That can't happen.
Those are the kind of turnovers you cannot have.
64-50. Tobin trying to beat the press. He's out of control, but manages to tap it outside to McIntyre. That wasn't exactly textbook, but the Pirates able to get by the press. Gordon trying to feed Garza, and Harper had the near steal. It's knocked out of bounds. The Pirates will keep it.
You watch Citrus defensively, they never get out of a stance, ever. They just don't do that.
Active hands, too.
Yeah, I think the real win for Brett Lauer, Coach, as you watch, is I think his team, as McIntyre hits the triple to get it back to an 11-point game, but I think his team loves to press.
Yes, they have joy in it.
Childs spins baseline, working against Garza, and Garza picks up the foul. 3rd on Garza.
But that's only their 3rd team foul, so it doesn't hurt them right now. Although you don't like Garza having 3 fouls.
It's a good call.
8:32 remaining in the game, and the Owls will bring it in. This was a 15-point game at the half. It's an 11-point game, but guys, I think that's misleading. The Owls have had to hit some big shots in this second half to maintain this lead. And another one there for Johnston. And he asks for quiet, please, after he makes the shot. Back to a 14-point game, and again, the Owls, you have to give them a ton of credit coming up with a big shot and a big make when they need it, as the Pirates are bringing the pressure. McIntyre's 3 won't go. Garza tracks down the rebound. Finds a cutting McIntyre, goes to the left hand. 67-55. Childs into the front court. Another 3 for Johnston. Heat check won't go. Long rebound. Reed able to save it. Skip pass. Johnston on the drive. Athletic finish for Jaden Johnston. The Owls maintain the 14-point lead. McIntyre thought about the step back. Tobin will take the 3 and hit. Shelton Tobin. We've seen him pass on that shot a number of times tonight. That time he was so open, couldn't pass on it, and he buried it. Tobin now with 12. You know, Shelton Tobin shoots 30% from 3-point range, and I think when he's open, that number probably goes up. Double pump from Davis won't go, and McIntyre digs out the rebound. Pirates can cut this one to single digits. Tobin angles into the lane,
To the basket.
comes to the stop, turnaround shot off the back iron, gets his own rebound, lays it up, no, gets his own rebound again. Tobin continuing to battle. McIntyre fakes into the lane, he's fouled. Well, we've used relentless to describe Citrus a couple of times tonight. I think we can use relentless to describe Shelton Tobin. He's on that last possession. It's a pretty good word to describe him generally, I think. But Tobin kept after it, kept that play alive, and ultimately McIntyre going to get to the line.
They say hustle's a talent, and you definitely saw it on that play.
Now Tobin's an all-everything type for this team. Mentioned how the scoring has gone up, particularly in the conference season, but he also averages just under 4 rebounds, just under 3 assists.
Coach, what's the chatter?
What's the chatter? Oh, I'm just looking at
Scorpions?
Miracosta,
Oh,
my
wow.
buddy. They're up 13 right now against Rancho Santiago.
Well, in the 6 play-in games, first round, as Dykstra picks up the offensive foul, the Pirates will get it back. In the 6 play-in games, it was the lower-seeded team that won 4 of them. You got a 9 seed here. That's what could only be considered a very minor upset, if it's one at all. But you just saw Mount Sac with the lead, Miracosta giving trouble, and perhaps that's representative of this season as a whole. It's been an incredibly competitive South region here in the 3C2A.
And that's where, you know what, you can complain about the seeding, but man, there's some good teams. And so any seed might be a bad seed.
McIntyre working against Childs. On the drive. Outside, Bell, who has checked in. McIntyre feeds Garza. Garza to his left, the leaner, gets the roll. Anthony Garza scores inside. The Pirates are within 9, under 6 minutes to go. Childs out front. Kicks it back outside. Dykstra for 3. No good. Long rebound off to McIntyre.
I really think the momentum has changed right now. I think Ventura's got something. That's a
Offensive foul on McIntyre.
That
I don't
was
know if I like this
close.
call here, Coach.
That was close.
It's Adrian McIntyre's second foul. I'll tell you, that's an impressive play from Hayden Dykstra. It's a bang-bang play, but he came from a pretty good distance. That is good lateral quickness to get there and make it a very, very close call that ultimately goes his way.
Exactly. And you know what's interesting, they've done research with the NCAA Division I, and they basically say that the officials get it right half the time. That's how close those block charges are.
It's a big call going against the Pirates as they had a chance to cut into the 9-point deficit. 5:32 remaining here. And what do you do now? I mean, obviously, if you're Citrus, you're in a good position. You got a 9-point lead with 5.5. But if you're Brett Lauer in this situation, what are you telling your team?
You know what's interesting? I think Citrus has a system, and they're going to play that system the whole time. For me, a couple of those late threes that they took, I don't think they were good shots, even the one that went in, because there's time and circumstances. They have the lead. There's only X amount of possessions left, but they've done a great job so far, and you got to go with what the coach asks.
Pirates bringing the full court pressure, and the Owls have to take another timeout. It's a full timeout for the Owls. We'll step aside. Citrus on top of Ventura, 69-60. It's the 3C2A playoffs here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Owls will work at the length of the court, leading it by 9. Dogani has checked in, along with Rodriguez. Brett Lauer continues to take advantage of that very long bench. Turner spinning baseline, stepped on the baseline, turnover for Citrus. The Pirates have it back.
I thought that was a great idea to go inside. Unfortunately, Turner stepped on the baseline. But it was a great move.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, it's very close.
I think I see a little white here, Coach. It's close.
Well, you're not wearing the stripes.
It's true.
So.
Don't matter.
Couple of very close calls, but each one goes one time for each team. So we're right back where we started. Tobin! He's been so clutch all year.
That's big time.
6-point game. This is what it's all about, under 5 minutes.
Coach, is that one of those? Don't shoot it, don't shoot it. Okay, nice shot.
Yes.
Uja Dugele out front. Dancing on the dribble. Picks it up. Shot clock at 10. Turner working on Tobin. Spins to his left and converts. Another big-time answer for Citrus in this second half. Dangerous pass. McIntyre has it. Outside to his brother. Anthony drives the lane, lays it up, lays it in. Pirates stay within 6. Winding down to 4 minutes to go. Owls want to answer quickly. Dykstra on the baseline. Doesn't
nice
get
tip.
the roll, but it's tapped up and in. Abio Ujadugele with the finish.
Is that on the cylinder?
Very close.
No, it's off.
Offensive rebounds. Another big storyline. McIntyre hits the 3.
Coach, he was fouled too. Got hit in the face.
Looked like some contact, to be sure. No call, but the Pirates with the McIntyre 3 back within 5. This is as close as they have been since the very early going. Rodriguez around a Dykstra screen. Turner guarded by Tobin. Step back 3 for Turner. Rebound battle. Out of bounds, going back to the Pirates. The Ventura crowd is into it, and the Pirates have a chance.
Wow, this is definitely off Garza.
I thought it was off Garza.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, wait. That's a great call. That's off Dykstra.
Wow.
Both redirecting that ball in the same direction. Another very close call, and it looked there on our replay like they got it exactly right. McIntyre.
They're spreading the court for him.
By Childs. Good defense by Childs, and McIntyre just has to kick it out. Tobin's hit a couple of 3s here in the second half. Driving on Harper. Power move. Tobin with the finish. It's a one-possession game at 73-70. The Owls trying to make it to the finish line. They led by 15 at the break. Harper, step back 3, no good. Out of bounds, the Pirates have it back with 2:25 to go.
Definitely a much more half-court game the second half, and I think that's where Ventura's taking advantage of it.
You know, you look back to the first half and you wonder to what degree, as the Pirates have been so much more steady in this second half offensively, that it wasn't just some nerves maybe in that first half against this Owl team. Tobin has that shot blocked. Gets it back. Working in the lane. Bell coming in. And the turnover, a 3-second call, will give it back to Citrus.
Coach, it felt like a fast count here.
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that because I hate the 3-second call. But that guy was in there a long time.
Well, no, but a shot goes up, so on a shot it resets. And I don't think that reset in the mind of the referee, and that's why he called it.
Childs over the line.
Oh, no.
Reed for 3, around and out. Adrian McIntyre high up for the board.
What a heady
That was
play.
a great
Coach,
rebound.
Hey, we want to make it a half-court game.
McIntyre on the drive, kicks it outside. They feed Garza.
Oh.
Garza lost the handle. Pirates turn it over. Harper trying to go coast to coast. Reed follows the play and lays it up and in.
What a dagger.
Well, they lose Cedric Reed again. And he has been a thorn in the side of the Pirates in a number of ways, but he's had a couple of big offensive rebounds.
That's a tough turnover for Ventura to get.
Cedric Reed with 12 points in the game and 5 rebounds. Pirates going to take a timeout with 1:22 remaining, and they're down 5.
I think Cedric Reed's probably the most undervalued player on Citrus. People just underestimate him. Every game he is solid, every game.
You have the feeling with the Citrus team that there's a few guys that fit that description. That's a little bit of what they bring to the table, and again, the depth of this team and the interchangeability, if I could maybe come up with a new word there.
Oh, that is a good word. You know, it's a great coaching job by Coach Lowry, because all those guys seem happy, and they're not all playing a ton of minutes.
Yeah.
But their effort is outstanding, their teamwork is outstanding, and they play hard as you can play.
Yeah, that is an amazing feat, I imagine, from a coaching standpoint, when you have one of those teams with a number of guys and you got a long bench, and how do you juggle that and keep everybody happy?
Well, and they can all make a case because they play well when they go in. But that's definitely teamwork.
Big possession for the Pirates, down 5, minute 22. Quick feed to
Travel.
Tobin, kicks it back outside. Bell on the drive, lays it in. Back to a 3-point game with 1:11 and counting. Harper. Off to Turner. Shot clock at 9. Turner continuing to battle Tobin. Misses the shot in close. McIntyre clears the board. The Pirates can tie it with a long one. And a timeout. Joey Ramirez wants to talk it over with 40.1 remaining in the game. Well, the Pirates in the game are 5 of 15 from 3-point range. Of course, you don't need a 3 here with 40.1.
You don't need a 3 here. And in fact, the way Ventura's gotten back in this game is by attacking off the dribble or getting an offensive rebound. They need to do something inside, whether it's driving or a post-up, and maybe even draw a foul, which helps them as well.
Just going to say, Coach, I mean, I think you get downhill and then play it from there. If defense comes over, kick out, you get a 3. If not, you take your chances up top.
Absolutely, and the fact that Citrus has 9 team fouls right now, the next one's double bonus, even if it's not on a shot attempt.
It's the possession. You have to come away with points.
Yes, you do.
Adrian McIntyre and Anthony McIntyre have led the way for so much of this season for the Pirates, averaging a combined 37.5. But it's interesting to watch in the second half that it's really Schulten Tobin who seems to be offensive option number 1 for the Pirates down the stretch.
Big help. Big help.
Where will Joey Ramirez and this Pirate team go with the final 40.1?
And I thought Bell had a great take there to get the layup.
McIntyre will bring it in and gets it to Bell. Garza on Turner. Tobin back outside. Shot clock at 17 as Tobin leans over the dribble. Tobin going to try for 3. Blocked by Harper. Harper able to secure it. Going all the way. He's fouled by Adrian McIntyre. Chris Harper with another huge defensive play.
Great shot block there. Boy.
The The foul's on McIntyre. It's his third. But it will send Harper to the line with 23.7 remaining. So we're going to watch this one more time, the entire possession, as Harper will head to the line. And does he just bait Schultentobin into taking this shot?
I think he did.
And Harper missed the first free throw. And, well, there's no way to really put it here. It wasn't very close for Chris Harper. He's got another free throw coming. This is a big one to make it 2 possessions. Second free throw is good. And that's a great job by Chris Harper to settle himself after he caught a little bit of glass with the first one to calmly bury the second. McIntyre nearly lost the handle, gets it to Garza. Garza gets it up and in.
I knew this was going to be a big game, but I had no idea. That's the only reason I drove out from Lancaster. I really thought this would be an excellent game, and it sure has.
It did have a can't-miss feel to it. Although in that first half, it was an awful lot of the Owls, and you give the Pirates an awful lot of credit as they are within 2.
The fact that Ventura's made this a game speaks volumes for them and Coach Ramirez not to give up and to keep fighting. And they're 1 possession away right now. So great job on their behalf.
Where will the Owls go? They will try to bring it in. 16.4. Now, if you're Joey Ramirez in this situation, what's the plan? How quickly? Do you foul right away? Are you going to try and see if you can get a trap and perhaps generate a turnover? What's the equation here with how much time you take?
That's a good question. I think what you want to do right now is Ventura only has 5 team fouls, so they still have 1 to give. So you go for a steal and foul right away. You could still do, like you're indicating, trap and then hope you get something out of that. But you've got to foul right away because you still have 1 more to give. So that's interesting. I think they'll try to foul right away and then maybe go for a steal.
Yeah, well, you've got to. In fact, you have 1 to give, and you have 1 that you need to get rid of.
Exactly.
Essentially. So the Pirates, yeah, you'd have to expect, are going to make a very quick foul. Talk a lot about the Owls and their pressure defense, but the McIntyre brothers, Schultentobin, this is a Pirate team that can also generate a lot of turnovers.
Absolutely.
Remember,
the one thing I would say is that Citrus probably goes against a press every day in practice.
Serving them well, perhaps. They'll bring it in, and they get it to Reed, who will immediately be fouled by Jelani Bell, but that is the 6th. So that's a non-shooting foul now. The Pirates will head into the penalty.
Well,
No
it's nice
timeouts.
now you can't run the baseline for Ventura, so that helps.
Yeah, Mike makes a good point. No timeouts remaining for the Pirates. Time to bring it in. The Owls do have 2 timeouts, and Johnston will take 1 of them with 15.7 remaining, and it's high drama here at Ventura. .7 remaining, and the Owls will try to bring it in, leading it by 2. Johnston gets it into Francis Dogani, who is immediately fouled.
Was that a foul?
It's going to go on Tobin. It's his 4th, and it will be a 1-and-1 for Francis Dogani. Well,
anticipation call?
I think
not
so.
A lot of contact. Dogani shoots 68% from the line. One and one.
Big
That is icy from Francis Dogani.
This is even bigger.
Is to make it 2 possessions. Dogani in the air.
Oh.
No good. 1 possession. Pirates with no timeouts. Tobin into the front court, down to 10 seconds. McIntyre off the curl. Bell back to McIntyre for 3. No good. Rebound outside Uja Dugele. They foul him with 1.9 remaining. Adrian McIntyre had a chance from about 25 feet.
Pretty good look. We're going to see the whole thing here.
I thought that was going to be close.
It wasn't.
It was not correct.
You know, it's a long 3, but it's a pretty good look from right out front for Adrian McIntyre. And unfortunately for the Pirates, it's a misfire, and now Abio Ujadugele can salt this one away for the Owls and pretty much move them to the next round. It's no good from 3-quarter court, partially blocked. The Pirates won't get the chance for the miracle shot, and instead the Owls come to Ventura and move on with a 77-74 win over the Pirates.
What a ball game.
Man.
Take a moment to catch our breath on that finish. The Pirates got it all the way down to 2 and had a chance with a final possession, but could not knock down one more shot. And the Owls, and guys, I'll say it again, the Pirates, the adjustments they made at the half, they kept relentless pressure on this Citrus team in the second half as they were night and day, first half to second half. And you just have to give Citrus a ton of credit. There were a lot of big shots, and they needed every one of them to ultimately get this win.
Yeah, it was a tough ball game, and it looked like Citrus was going to run away. And again, as you mentioned, the Ventura making some adjustments and driving the ball hard to the basket, getting it inside. Hats off to them as well. It's tough in this type of a game, and in one game only, that Ventura goes down at home.
And are they moving on to the next round? We'll maybe take a quick look around at a couple of the other scores and see before we sign off
Mount
here
Sac
tonight.
Down by 5. 1:20 to go.
1:20 to go in Fullerton.
So they would go to Fullerton if that holds up.
Yeah. Michael, you want to get it with a couple of quick thank yous?
Thank you to John Taylor. JC
Start with John Taylor.
And,
start with Coach coming on.
Providing some coaching insight, if you will, to our broadcast. And Coach, we thank you for taking the time.
It was my pleasure. Thank you guys for inviting me. You guys do a great job for junior colleges. It is really a great game that a lot of people don't realize. Once you come out and see JC's play, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, you're amazed at how good these young men are, young women. It's great that you guys are doing this, and we certainly appreciate it as coaches and mentors of these young people.
Yeah, we had a pretty good example, Exhibit A, right here tonight. This was a tremendous game with a lot of drama and some great basketball, and Citrus moves on. But quickly, as always, thanks to Jimmy Walker here at Ventura College, who helps set us up here on the VC Sports Network, and our appreciation to both coaches as well, Joey Ramirez and Brett Lauer as well. For talking to us during the week.
Joey providing some time earlier today in talking about the matchup. And, him and I kind of said at the same time, this is going to be a war. And
Yeah.
indeed it was. And, man, Coach, you put it right on the money. The halftime adjustments made by Coach Ramirez and Ventura, making a game out of it, ultimately falling short. But incredible season for Ventura. Not a shocker, Ventura always in the mix on the men's and the women's side, but both Pirate teams go down here tonight. And, well, kudos to the program.
Absolutely. Great program.
Final score 77-74. Citrus tops Ventura and moves on in the 3C2A playoffs. Thanks so much for joining us here on the VC Sports Network at SoCalCollegeSports.com. For everybody here at SoCal College Sports, so long, everybody.